He's alive, and we are live.
Oh,
Let's do it. Session 6.
Session
let's not
6.
die.
A
Yeah.
possible thorn in our side.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The boy is indeed correct. All right. So, you guys
The monster is tired.
pack up. You go to head out of Oleg's for the day. A bit of a low fog hangs in the air when you are gathering your stuff in the morning. And
Oh,
other
wait.
than
Do we wait the day? I thought we left immediately after the combat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys hit the road and a fog rolls in.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you said in like we were packing up in the very morning, like we waited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, no, you guys hit the road for the day, and basically within a few minutes of leaving Oleg's, fog rolls in. And other than that, the road seems to be relatively quiet. You guys do make it over here. Now, can all of you give me a perception check?
Yes.
I can certainly try.
I will try.
Yes! Dura is never paying attention to the important things. It continues to be canon.
Don't change, Dura. Don't change.
Dura never changed.
Never stay golden.
He's like shadow boxing, like who just is like and then he's like practicing.
I'll give him the 1-3 and the 2-5.
He's like standing up in the wagon, like just like practicing fighting moves.
Out loud, talking to everyone and no one.
Yeah. He's like giving live commentary of the fight that's in his head.
Mason, right off the beaten path, like just maybe 50 yards off the trail, through the trees, you could see a clearing. And when you look through that clearing, you see what appears to be a almost a lump of scales hanging out, like raising just over the horizon of a little bit of foliage.
Like by a lump? Like how big is this lump?
It is not very big. It is just barely tipping over the foliage.
Okay.
But it does look like something scaly. You can at least make out the little bit that there are paler scales on top and darker scales on bottom.
Okay. I will essentially call like a hold for us to slow down and stop, and I point out to everyone this scaly lump that's coming over the foliage, and just being like, what's that? What does that look like to everyone?
Does it look like it's moving at all?
If you guys are like zeroing in on it and focusing on it, you can see it moving a little bit. Like it appears to be rising slowly and then falling slowly, and rising slowly and then falling slowly. Like I said, it's a very small lump. Like it is tiny, but you can see it just barely peeking out over the foliage. If any of you are trained in nature, you can give me a nature check.
Maybe it is the capsule worm.
I was gonna say, could we hear any sounds of slumber, like animal slumber, by any chance?
Let me get all the nature checks, and then you can possibly give me a perception check to see if you do hear that. Is that everyone's nature?
I'm not
Everyone
trained
who's
in it.
Yeah, I'm not
Should I
trained.
Yeah.
roll in it? Yeah.
No, no, if you're not trained in it, no.
Yep.
Okay.
Nisha,
So,
if a tatzel worm were to snore, do you think it would go honk shoo or me 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 me?
I feel like it's probably going to be something more like a me 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 me.
You think it would be a me me? We will have to
Yeah.
we'll have to confirm this.
so if you're trying to listen for the snores, give me a perception check.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Help us.
By the power
Okay.
of memory, the rolls are better this time.
Always.
Of course. Of course, that's the fate.
So you guys do definitely hear like a little bit of a high pitched snore. It's like
Hmm.
There's definitely something snoring, everyone.
now
Always
for specifically Misha. One thing that you notice is that there definitely seems to be more than one source of the noise.
Yeah, Misha just goes to Mason. It's like, I think there's more than one. And he just goes, shh.
This should probably, and then Mason speaks out loud, not too loud, but like so everyone can hear him. We should probably go around. I don't know what's there, and Misha hearing multiple of things. I don't know if we really need to tangle with that right now. Unless anyone who's more knowledgeable about these kind of creatures wants to take
Is
a close.
anybody here trained in survival?
Nope.
I am.
Nope.
I think I am too. Let me see. Yes, I am too.
Okay. So, Myth, the one thing that you notice is like specifically the foliage over there. When you're looking through the trees, you can actually see the shape of the leaves, and like a little light bulb goes on in your head. You're like, oh, those are moon radishes.
I see.
For the moon radish.
Well, good news, bad news. The good news being, I recognize the plants. Those are the moon radishes Oleg asked us to keep an eye out for. The bad news is it's over by whatever the hell is over there.
Oh boy.
This sounds like two birds, one stone.
It might be because my brain is also thinking of a third thing that might be connected here. If we're seeing something kinda scaly, if we're hearing potentially multiple of them, Oleg also told us to keep an eye out for some troublesome kobolds. I don't know if that's what this is, but we may be running into two things at the same time.
That's
fear
true.
No kobold. They are little. Pretend dragons.
Well.
Yes. But annoying in number. If we're feeling a bit spry and sprightly, might as well go and see what we can't do about these radishes.
I vote yes. I am already warmed up.
Sure, I think those of us we can definitely try.
We have not heard from Andri or Misha.
Just because they're little doesn't mean that they're not troublesome. But
I will.
I will help you if I can.
I wasn't gonna go against a majority.
Yes, that make it a fight.
Well, I figure, Dura, you best lead the way, and I'll keep your back from a distance.
Very good, then.
I guess then I will get off my horsey, and the horsey will go over here with the peoples for right now,
Big map.
and I'll try to go with Dura, so he's not by himself.
Okay.
So as you guys walk up, you guys can get to where you are, but without waking them up. You do see 5 very pudgy, very sleepy kobolds. They seem to have definitely been spending a fair amount of time gorging themselves on the local moon radishes.
You know, multiple birds, single stone.
What do you call the things you shoot from your weapon?
Bullets on a good day.
Can you hit all 5?
Not currently, but we can certainly hit a couple of them in a few shots.
Yeah, and then if we get into a good formation, even if we don't kill them in those shots and they run up to us, we'll have a strong front against them.
Yes.
Well, want me to go? I will rouse them for combat.
I mean, why rouse them?
It would be dishonor in killing them in their sleep. It would be not a fight worth fighting.
It would make our job a bit easier, though. But I understand where you're coming from.
DM, do you want us to do initiatives now, or do you want me to? Cause I'm ready to move my character up there. Otherwise,
Yeah, I'm ready to go with them.
Well,
Same.
hold on.
Yep.
I'm looking for something in particular, so give me a second.
Gotcha.
Oh, the giant one that's hiding under a leaf.
Yeah.
You can't see underneath the.
No,
the
they Voltron into the Tacit Worm.
Oh, perfect.
That works way better.
I am sad
And
I
it
did
shoots
not come to
lightning out of its ass.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Excellent Voltron.
Okay,
drop,
so
too.
yes, give me initiative checks, please.
Oh, hey, there's the initiative that I know and love. Ugh.
Now. I mean, good news. Myth will wake them up after one shot.
Exactly.
We
it's
also
fine.
can hold actions and stuff if like the plan is to do things in a certain order. We have the ability to hold our actions until literally any sort of trigger, and we don't lose any action economy for doing so.
What if the trigger never happens?
Then you end up at the bottom of the round.
Okay.
But if you make the trigger be like after Dura's turn or after Mason's turn, then you just pop in immediately after their turns. Yeah. Otherwise, if the trigger never happens, then you still get your turn on the end of that round's initiative order.
Yes. That said,
and being that these guys are all sleepy sneaky, they won't have any reason to wake up or do anything but sleep for 3 actions, since they haven't noticed us yet.
Yeah. It is Myth's turn. Myth is the first one up.
All right. Sorry, I was just going through my things.
Unless it's too long, Misha is not on the turn tracker.
He's at the top.
Misha?
No, Misha.
Oh, Misha. Sorry.
Misha probably didn't.
I didn't have
his
my
token.
token highlighted when I rolled.
Oh, I'll add it. Hold on.
The
I rolled
pesky
an
nuance.
8. Well, I rolled a
Makes
1,
sense.
but an 8 total.
On brand. On brand.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right. Now we're ready.
Just quick GM question.
Mm-hmm.
Does an interaction take one of my 3 actions?
An interact action, yes.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So I am going to use my first action to empower my weapon with energy. So it'll allow me to deal 1 extra damage of an elemental type I choose on each strike for the first 3 strikes this combat.
Okay.
I'm going to use my second action to attack this guy right here.
All right. You definitely hit.
All right. And I will have the
Unfortunate.
1 extra damage be lightning.
Okay.
As basically a bolt just courses out of the gun.
So you see the kobold you shoot the kobold like right in the stomach. You see him let out a yelp. And as he yelps, he almost like throws up in his mouth. So he throws his hands over his mouth real quick. You see him kind of like swallow and roll over. And that's yeah. It definitely hurt. He is still alive though.
Okay. Second action, I am going to reload and end my turn.
Okay.
Or that was my third action.
Yeah.
With
Zendri.
Go starting up.
I will hold my turn until after Dura,
Okay.
since that was the original plan.
That was the original plan.
All right.
They are
The
already
kobolds.
awake.
Yeah, the kobolds definitely woke up. Like
Yeah,
they heard a
it's
gunshot.
almost too late now.
I
If you
apologize.
wished.
I was confused on the plan.
All right. We're 2 for 2 and not following the plan.
So do you still wish to hold your turn?
Yeah, I guess I'll go then. Just give me
Yeah,
1
I
second.
would take your turn, yeah. Because they're gonna
Yeah.
come rushing at us now anyway. The idea was that Dura would go in first and be a health sponge for a bit.
Well, I was mostly like, why do I smell the smell of curry? It's because I never turned the burner off.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yikes.
that's
So now it is dry curry.
oh.
Oh no.
That
I'm
is bad.
sad for you. I'm sorry.
Okay. 20 feet. Can I even get in range? Yes. Excuse me. Which one did Myth attack?
This one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I will make a slashing motion with my hand, and a blade of wind will launch at that one.
Okay. Okay. He's dead. You decapitate him.
And that is my turn.
I know that move. That's a good move.
Which one is? Alright, this guy, he's going to use one action to stand up. Is going to clamber his way over there. And then he will make a sling attack at Xandri. This will be at a -1. Yeah, no, he rolls a 13. He does not hit. That
Close,
is
though.
his turn. This kobold will also spend one action clambering to its feet. It will waddle over here. And it will also make a slinged attack at Xandri. And as it does, it's going to be stand for our radish patch. And it also misses terribly.
I love
With a 12.
the concept of these guys pudgy kobolds.
They are very bloated.
Too much fiber.
The squirrels.
They've been eaten for a while.
The squirrels have eaten.
Definitely. Mason.
Okay. They're so really far away. Let's see. He will do movement. 10, 15. And he will throw a javelin.
Throw a javelin. Okay.
Yep. Javelin 1.
That will critically hit.
Woo.
Which one are you
That
hitting?
was this guy over here.
Oh, that was the one that already had been hit. So yeah, he just gets pinned to the ground. Vlad the Impaler style.
Oof.
And then I'm gonna make I'm gonna try a second throw at this guy.
Okay. I love how it says your own.
That is good.
You miss. You critically miss. You throw your javelin into orbit. It just disappears into the tree line somewhere.
It's like, oh, it's like I sneezed at the same right at the release.
Just put a tad too much gas on it.
Too much. Right, that's my turn.
All right. Dura.
Dura, he is going to run up to that's pain. He's gonna spend 2 actions to just run up to this kobold and then take a demoralize attempt against him. And he says, like just with the like it's the overshadowed. He's got like a really scary look on his face, and he's just like, "I hope you will be an entertaining fight, little one." And there it is, intimidation 21.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking scared.
Yeah, and that's all 3 actions for him.
Okay. Okay, this is the last little kobold. Let's see. Spends 1 action to get up. Get over here. And then he will throw a sling attack at Dura. and terribly miss. Yeah,
I do like to think
was...
it does hit him. He just doesn't care.
Yeah, like it hit you with the intensity of a plushie. Like it.
Like it slapped into him and then just immediately dropped to the ground. Dura doesn't even like flinch or notice.
Misha, it is your turn.
Yeah, so as Misha sees everyone just go into action, he just yells out, he goes, "You guys are really amazing." And he uses Inspire Courage, so everyone will get a +1 attack damage, save against fear effects. And then this is a mechanical question with line of sight. If I were to launch an attack at this one, would I have any issues with Dura being where he's at?
It depends on the type of spell. If your spell is a line that is centered from you, yes.
It's a ranged attack. It would be a ranged attack.
If it's just a regular ranged attack, then no.
Well, it's a spell, but it's a ranged attack.
No, I know, but I'm saying
Okay.
if it's not a line, like if it is not a 60-foot line starting from you, then you're fine.
Well, technically, he has
They have cover.
cover, yeah, a lesser cover at the very least, but that's
they have
entirely
cover.
your call kind of deal.
No, they do have cover, but that's something I keep track of.
Okay, yeah, because I'm still learning it. Anyway, so he says, "You guys are just amazing." Does Inspire Courage with one hand with a flurry, and then with the other hand, he throws the 3 nails up and he uses needle darts on this one. Because he's within range.
And it dies.
It surprisingly does not die.
Well, there's one extra, would be 8 damage. I don't know if that gets rolled.
Oh, if it's yes, if it's 8 damage, it is definitely dead.
Yeah.
Bye, Jim.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No. You porcupine the little bugger.
Hey, that one was mine. I walked up to him and everything.
All right, Myth, it's your turn again. Oh, poor kobolds.
Here's my first action to move up. Going to aim and fire at this one.
You definitely hit.
Right. That plus another 1. This time it will be fire damage.
Okay, and you said it was the northmost one?
Yes, this guy right here.
Yep, okay. All right. You definitely shoot him. He did not like that. He is still currently standing though.
All right. I'll use my last action to reload and let Xandri go.
Okay, Xandri, it is your turn. If you're speaking, I cannot hear you.
I muted myself because I was chewing.
Been there,
and I
done
never
that.
unmuted. I slam my tail to the ground, a rock pops up, and I slap it forward.
You do hit, and he is which it was the northmost one again?
Yes.
He is definitely dead. You like crush his skull in with that with it. So you know how like they have a snout? His snout is now reversed. He just goes flying backwards.
Goodbye.
And that's my turn.
All right. Mason.
Okay. I am going to use two of my actions to get right on him. And then I will attack him with second. And I'm gonna use my intimidating stance to attack him.
Okay.
I gotta first see if I hit. Anyway, so let's go.
Is that a attack that if you succeed, it also makes them frightened?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You do hit. He is very dead.
And
also scared.
And scared.
Yeah, he lets out a little cry of horrified terror as he just gets bisected by your greatsword. He also managed to perfectly chop some of the radishes in his stomach in half. As it just like it's like stuffed kobold explodes all over onto the ground.
Oh,
Excellent.
well, I mean, it gives back to the land, right?
Some mulch and fertilizer in there.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Mason was a farmer, so he knows about that shit. I have farming lore.
This was not a good company.
Well, kobolds are, even 5 of them aren't the most dangerous. But if we had fought more, then they can be a hard battle if there's many of them. But this seems to be maybe a couple that were just on their own and they found a great place to eat and you just stayed.
I feel like I got my hopes up for nothing.
There could be more though. We don't know.
Dura, if we don't find you something to fight, I'll fight you before bed.
Now,
This cheers him up.
Yeah, Misha walks in and he grabs Dura's leg or his and he looks up at him from his low height and he's just like, I'll leave them all for you. I can see you got kind of a little annoyed.
I mean, it's just I did all of the effort to walk up to him, and I even got his attention before I began, and then he died before we got to punch each other. It was very disappointing.
And not all battles are going to be lengthy. We'll have to wait for the next one.
I am not angry at you, Misha. I am disappointed with the outcome. Not at you or of you. I am not good with words.
Understood. But I will, like I said, I will leave them all for you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to as well.
Well, I guess we could pick up some radishes, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Let's
Did
take
these
these
are
radishes.
the moon radishes that we needed?
Well, I guess we pick up what we need for the little job we were given, but nothing. I guess we can take a few extra for our own rations.
We should
This
probably
is-
take some proof of the kobolds being dealt with as well.
Yes.
Years?
I mean,
so
paying will be fine.
for those of you that are that are trained in survival, give me a survival check as well.
Okay.
Also, hey, what was the band command again? I don't remember.
It's /ban space the person's name.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, starved fiddler.
Yeah.
oh.
Am I a mod on your channel? I can handle that for you.
Banished.
You are, but I just took care of it. It's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Verser. Okay.
Is that a Twitch
Banished.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch thing.
Got it.
Spam.
Sometimes people or bots will come in and try to like solicit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't want that. All right.
So
So, remember you guys have hero points.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay,
I was
then
like, for what?
I used mine.
I
the
guess
one
I'll
I
use
had.
a hero point and re-roll my survival.
You start with a hero point every session.
Yeah, I'm gonna
got
do
it.
I'm
the
using
same
mine.
thing.
They're like leg
GM.
hair.
Damn it.
Hey, there we go. All right, Mason. So you notice something interesting. So like you can see the like humanoid footprints that seem to continue on the path that you guys are heading towards the the bandit camp, the Thorn River camp.
Right.
But you can also see that there seems to be a large, a much larger number of kobold prints that seem to head off a little bit more southeast. Now, something particularly catches your attention amongst this, and that is that you can see smaller humanoid feet that seemingly join the kobold tracks and seemingly disappear amongst them. So they're like a small patch of humanoid footprints that seemingly mid-step turn into kobold footprints and blend in with the rest of them going southeast.
So you see Mason crouch down. You know, at first it was to look at maybe picking more of the vegetables, but then he seems to notice something else, and he waves you guys closer and tells you that there's a way more tracks here of kobolds than there were kobolds here. I think these are just the layabouts, and the others moved. You said southeast or southwest?
Southeast.
So it looks like they moved down southeast. And then he points over. But here's the weird thing: there's also a bunch of prints here that would be more humanoid, small, like they are, but not kobolds, and they kind of just start blending together as it goes.
That's quite bizarre.
What does it mean?
Well, it seems like the kobold issue may not be solved yet, and there might be much more of a fight, a bigger fight.
For those of you that are trained in Arcana, you can give me an Arcana check to see if you might get a hinkering about what's going on here.
I'm thinking.
I'm gonna roll this, but however this knowledge comes to Dura cannot be because he's because he actually knows Arcana. I have this skill against my will.
That's the best way to put it.
It just comes with the sorcerer class, but Dura absolutely has no fucking training or knowledge, so we gotta know how he knows it.
I absolutely love that.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
So it's because Dura's the only one that passed. Dura, you can at least remember stories back in the day of members of your clan that might have been able to transform into dragons.
Oh, that actually makes super good sense because that's a really high level dragon disciple ability. Perfect.
Right. So you've definitely heard of people being able to change shape before, and it very much looks as though someone changed their shape mid-step.
Wait, I see the tracks you're speaking of. They change. Not just that they intermingle and disappear to become kobold tracks. Is that you can see the shape changes with each step. Like warriors from my lineage, my ancestors. The strongest of them all were able to change their form to become that of a dragon.
Whoa, that's
Impressive.
interesting. Yeah, impressive, yes, and interesting.
Such was the result of feasting on the flesh of the red dragon that my people defeated. Perhaps something ate a bunch of kobolds and turned into kobolds. There we go.
Yeah.
Got it in one. Got all the knowledge and then somehow came up with absolutely that's not what's happening. No fucking way. Got to be right and wrong at the same time.
It's a unique skill.
You eat the thing and gain its powers.
That's an option, I guess, for some.
You eat the meat, and you get the strength of the thing that you eat.
It worked for the kobolds. They were about as strong as the radishes.
Radish might be a stronger fight.
That's fair.
They seemed off.
But we probably should investigate this. This sounds very bad. Or at least it could be bad.
The one guy who was supposed to come with us, right? Or did we convince both of them?
They were coming with us to help kind of talk our way in there.
Wait, are you talking about Jathal and Harem?
No. I'm talking about
the bandits
that we had told, like, they were gonna take us to this river camp here.
Yeah.
And try to convince them all to join. Make an attempt to convince them to join us, and then anybody who didn't is going to die. More or less. But they are with us. We just don't have tokens for them, right?
Yeah, I didn't put them on the map. They're off screen.
Perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, that works. 100%.
But they are here, so like Dura looks up to them. Do these tracks? Is this the way we're going?
Yeah, that seems to be that seems to turn a little bit too far to the east. We would want to go another, like, say 4 or 5 hours southwest, and then we would hit the point of the river where we would hit our old camp.
But we have a choice to make.
That way, if I recall correctly, is where there's a big old tree down that way. I think there was a bunch of kobolds that had started nesting under it. I could be wrong, though. I also vaguely remember some little blue things that were very annoying.
Blue things?
Blue things?
Yeah, they almost kind of looked like him, and they point at you, Misha. But they were blue and smaller and very mischievous. I forget what they're called. They're a type of fae. I give you guys a little bit of a warning. There are a lot of fae in these woods around here. So keep an eye out on that. But there's a particularly old what's the name of the tree? Sycamore. That's the one. There's a particularly big old sycamore down that way at the top of a hill.
Looking to the group. So then what do we do?
I mean, personally, I don't like the idea of these kobolds going unchecked, especially if they're more dangerous, or there's some of them that are more dangerous than these ones we've just dispatched. And I know we're trying to make it to the village, but they
If
could
there's
cause
something more
harm.
going on, I think we should deal with it. I think more than just Oleg's will be appreciative if we take care of this potential threat.
Yes.
I will say the old Sycamore is about a full day's travel from here, whereas the camp is about 6 hours. So that's the thing you probably want to think about before you start heading off that way.
If we were to address our tasks in priority of most pressing to least pressing, would not anything leading us to the Stag Lord be more important?
I mean that's fair. Like I don't disagree with that. It's just that now
Plus,
we
we
have
got
an
these
unknown.
guys.
I just think now we have an unknown that is the whatever this kobold and Fey business is.
I do not have strong feelings one way or the other. Either way sounds like I may get a fight.
What do you think, Myth?
Probably.
Myth, what do you think?
I think my gut is concerned about whatever this kobold fey collusion might be. We know what the movements are generally of this camp. We don't know what's going to be occurring with these forest denizens. We may not be in a good shape to deal with either without enough rest if we were to not get enough peace in between dealing with them. Which do we think is going to be the simpler of the two? And I say that with a very light context of word.
Kobolds are like they were here. That might be easier. But
You
also,
did say there
bandits
were
did not give up good fight.
Yeah, I
said
mean,
there were shape changers though as well with these kobolds, yes?
That's also true.
And little blue creatures as well?
I'm hesitant but semi-confident to believe that those blue creatures are the shape changers we're worrying about.
You can give me a nature check or Arcana.
They're both about the same.
I
All right.
will- I'll try nature to see if I remember hearing anything like a story.
Oh, please, God, let that be enough.
Oh, it is, but I want to see what everyone else rolls.
Is this trained or just rolling?
It's trained. It's trained. Typically, and if you aren't trained in a skill, if I ask for that skill, you typically can't roll it.
I see no
So
reason to roll.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
you're
not
fine.
trained. I ain't rolling.
So all three of you, you guys kind of put your heads together and you're like, I think he's describing mitflits. Mitflits are a type of fae that are also sometimes known as gremlin.
Yeah, I remember hearing stories about mitflits when I was growing up.
Oh, yes. And Misha but blue would be a very apt description of what these guys look like.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
that's going to be certainly not impossible. Not a walk in any particular park, but it's going to be interesting to deal with them,
Yeah, personally
depending on
now
how
thinking
many
about
there
it,
are.
I think the bandits is the easier fight because at least we kind of know what we're getting into. This is an unknown. We know we know the name of these creatures and we know a little bit of information about them, but we haven't encountered anything like that yet.
Then perhaps our best course of action is to go and deal with the bandits, since they are closer. Once we've dealt with them, get ourselves rested up as best as we can, and then in the next day or so, make our way down to the sycamore tree to deal with these forest denizens in their combination. That way we're at least better rested and a little bit more prepared, and we have a bit more time to think of how to deal with them.
If we do not return their friends to their camp, the bandits might send more people after Oleg's.
That is time sensitive.
It's entirely possible. I can't say that they wouldn't do that. That said, I also don't particularly know that they care about us returning.
Yeah, but they do care about that alcohol.
They do. Also, you did kill the guy.
Find the name.
We killed someone? Who did we kill? We've killed no one.
What?
I think we've
I don't remember killing.
decimated a number of things.
You have killed no one.
True.
Sandri and I have made pincushion work of a number of things.
Also true.
It is not easy trying not kill with rocks and things made of wind and lightning.
Yeah, you guys did kill Haps, so that one they might care about. Though his position in the group was a little tenuous as it is.
Could have stood down. You walked into Oleg's like dicks.
I mean, I don't know if you've looked around here, but there haven't been exactly a whole bunch of options for better living.
There's a whole field of moon turnips.
That I didn't know existed until now.
So with the perspective of that we are kind of on a time thing, we may need to continue on the track that we started. We go to the bandits, get the alcohol, and then we have to go to the keep. I think the kobolds could be an issue, but that might be something we have to deal with later. I don't like the idea of leaving it later, but we also can't risk Oleg's getting attacked while they get impatient for the alcohol.
I mean, that said, you probably don't want the kobolds attacking Oleg's either.
No, we don't want that either, but we also know that Oleg is expecting guards, and they may not be able to handle it, but we gotta there's two things to do. We know that one group
We were sent
is
here by
problematic.
Jamandi to exterminate bandits,
Yeah,
not kobolds.
We-
The bigger
is true.
problem is bandits.
and we can try to handle the kobolds when we have the time.
Yes. There will still always be kobolds.
I have two thoughts. Firstly, it seems that whatever is going on with the kobolds will be changing, be it for good or ill, with the introduction of Fae into their midst. Be it to use them in a game or as just to sow chaos amongst their ranks. I don't foresee them being an imminent threat, but there are also 10 of us. We could split up.
Well, we can definitely talk to our other companions and see if they're willing to split this work up, where we do one and they do the other.
Agreed.
So, would it be Xandri then? One group go and deal with the bandits because we need to get the alcohol from them, and then the other group go and investigate the kobolds and the fey creatures.
And could perhaps with the map we could find a decent rendezvous point.
Yeah, that would maybe put us then on our way to the keep.
Well, I mean, it also. I will say this: if you guys go down the east side of the river from the camp, there should be a crossing to the south. You guys can get across. You'll go right past the sycamore tree on your way to the Stag Lord's camp. Anyway.
Okay.
Well, that works out.
So if group one were to go to the bandit camp, they can meet us in the area. Meet the other group in the by the sycamore tree. And then we go to the keep.
How far is it past the camp to the sycamore tree?
It is a full day's travel.
Okay, I knew it was from here. I wasn't sure if it was also from the.
Yeah, it's 2 hexes.
Okay.
I would like to be in the bandit group.
I will say that most of the NPCs will advise against splitting the party. But it is largely up to you guys.
Yeah,
If we have
Misha just chimes up and just says, "I've always found strength in numbers. It's much safer. Isn't it possible to maybe go to this bandit camp and then to the sycamore tree, then back to Oleg's?"
That is definitely an option.
Yeah, we could definitely do that too.
I would hate for my new friends to be overwhelmed. Even though present group here is just amazing. I don't know much of the others that you speak of.
Well,
And I'm assuming those are NPCs that I really don't know much about.
Yeah, you haven't really interacted with them yet.
Well,
Well-
then it sounds like it's off to the camp.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it sounds like.
I do not think any of us are naysaying this.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. So as you guys make your way through to the camp, you can see the fog start to dissipate. Hold on. Oh no, Haps is the guy you got with you. It's Haps and Ruben.
Did you give them names, or did they all have names?
I gave Ruben his name. Haps had a name.
Okay.
Haps and his twin brother Hazard.
I liked it. It was good.
Should I be looking at a black screen, or did the error message break something? I need to reload.
Black screen.
Hold on.
No, it's
Okay.
black screen.
Yeah, it's black screen.
That's fine.
I'm getting.
It just
I'm
a
getting rid
pop
of
up was like,
this.
you're using the wrong browser. I'm like, okay, did it break, or is it supposed to look like this?
While we're traveling, I'll ask Haps to remind me what the name of the chick was that I'm supposed that is like the leader here.
Oh, that's Kressel. Kressel's a mean one at that.
Right, Cressel. You said she has an axe.
Yeah, she should be somewhere on the eastern side of the camp usually.
I
I
mean,
have fought
Watch out,
women
though,
with
she's
axes
pretty-
before.
we could go and confront Cressel while if you two can go and talk to the other people.
Oh,
Well,
those are our
I
people.
think really I can't say for much. Now I know the guy up in the tower over there. I might be able to talk to him. He never really wanted this job anyway, but maybe try to talk to some of the other guys. I'll warn you, the people that Kressel surrounds herself with tend to be pretty loyal.
Well,
I was
this is
kind of
nothing.
waiting for the old knife in the back myself, and then
Well, those are the ones that we'll deal with.
They will
Well,
be
there's-
given their option. They will make their choices.
Yeah, exactly. Should we go check out the eastern part then?
Yes, I will. I bet I can jump over the water and not get wet.
So yeah, you can see them walk over to the tower with their hands raised, and like they're both covering their mouths to be like shh as they walk over to the one tower. The one guy looks down and he's like, "Haps, who the fuck are these people? What are you doing bringing them here?" And he's like, "Shh, listen, you wanted out of this shit, right? I found a way. Come with us, all right? It's better than getting fucking shit kicked out of you. You want to die here today? I don't fucking think so." And he just kind of like slowly and quietly climbs down off the tower. And they kind of hide behind the bushes over here.
Um, Out of character. Shall we approach this stealthily or nah?
I mean, we could try that.
Or you
Oh,
could say,
yeah.
did they notice, did the rest of the camp over here notice us as we came in?
You guys have a good amount of tree coverage blocking where everyone is, so no.
Like I think definitely we give them an opportunity before just murking them to like lay down their arms and GTFO.
I mean,
Like,
if they say no, they'll get one warning shot.
sure, yeah. If they disagree and like raise arms, then sure, they have made their choice. But I think a whole large purpose of this was us like giving these people an option to not be bandits and like go back to being living productive lives.
And we can even tell them that we're going who we're going after. That
Yeah.
they don't have to be afraid of the Stag Lord.
Right.
I think we just I don't know. I think my character would be more prone to march on them and present their choice.
Yeah, me too.
But if the group
Yeah,
wants to,
same.
yeah,
All right,
we're
cool.
not a stealthy bunch.
We have a guy with a gun.
All right then. The question becomes, how close are we allowed to get before they notice us?
But we'll find out.
Well, sure, we could do that one tile at a time, or he could tell us, and that's just...
You guys could get right about here.
All right, just as a time saver kind of deal.
Yeah, basically, as soon as you enter someone's direct line of sight, like even
And I would make a bridge across.
Yeah,
I'm not making this jump.
Dura jumps, and then Xandri does like a bridge thing. Like, I mean, my way worked too.
You're not wearing armor like Mason is, or have tiny legs like Misha does.
Who gracefully leaps over the water.
Yeah.
And I just have zero interest in getting my boots wet currently.
There you go.
I can make a bridge. Use the bridge.
I use the bridge, Xandri. I use the bridge definitely. I don't.
Also, some of us can't jump.
Out of game. Can you actually not jump? Like, are you, or as this heritage, are you like forbidden?
It
from
doesn't
using
say
the
I
jump action?
can't, but I can't picture that.
Can snakes jump?
No, that's a very good
I don't-
like
I have no idea.
self
some
rule.
snakes can jump, but it is extremely rare.
My thought
See,
process
make
is if I
one
have
jump.
to jump, I'm using a mix of rock and air.
Sure, yeah. I just wasn't sure if it listed that or not. Like, that's a grand self-imposed rule if it doesn't tell you that you're not allowed to jump. Like, I love that for flavor.
It does make sense, but no, it doesn't say it.
Can Xandri's character like extend their height on the back of the snake, like raise themselves up, like
Probably
more
a
than
little.
Oh,
but
like
I imagine
become
to like
12 feet tall.
Yeah, something like that increases reach or anything like that.
I mean,
Nope.
he can't increase his reach. He can make himself taller, but he's still a medium-sized creature. It doesn't have any effect.
God, I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it to be taller than Dura, and then well, Birth did that.
So, as soon as you guys walk into view, the two guys will turn around. You will see as Cressel stands up from the log that she was sitting on and draws both of her axes. Oi! I don't know you.
I am Dura Redscale, and we come to give you a choice. The Stag Lord is going down. I'm going to beat him with my bare fists. You all have the option of laying down your arms and just going back to living productive lives, or you will also face my fists. The outlook does not look good for the second choice.
Give me an intimidation check.
Hero point. That's technically better. Yay, what a good use of hero point.
I will give you my hero point.
Thank
okay.
you. It's keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming, everyone. We're in for a long night.
I have a plus goddamn 6 to that. Like, that's ridiculous.
It was getting better.
It was getting better.
That's pretty funny, though. All right. So
It works out.
Cressel will look at the rest of her men. She will look back at you guys, smirk, go, well, I guess it's not every day a meal walks right up to your doorstep, right, boys? And initiative, please.
This is what
who's the
happens when Dura tries diplomacy, but being an intimidating guy. Like, next time he just roars at them and gets them to shit their pants.
I like it.
Being that I was being intimidating, can I roll that as my initiative instead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on, that's not it. There we go. 12.
Oof, 7.
Oh, no token was selected.
Oh,
Fuck!
No. My bad, no. 24.
You have
You want to add me, or do you want me to roll again?
Where did I? Oh, mine got lost in the mix. Oh, fabulous! Another sub
up.
10.
I added you. What was your number? 12.
12. Sorry.
Okay.
I roll
Sounds so
horrible
disappointed.
initiative.
I am disappointed.
Okay. Oh, I
I'm
think.
disappointed in
Wait.
myself for not remembering to click the button. I remind
What
everyone
button?
else every time.
As soon as our token gets put on, I click myself, so I can't forget.
I don't know how I unclicked myself because I moved me here.
Weird.
I think we have everybody. All right, Mason.
Okay. I think the first thing I'd like to do is just kind of I'm gonna just kind of in a loud, commanding voice, just that those of you who are here because you fear the Stag Lord, you don't have to anymore. He's going to be dealt with very soon. So if you don't want to die today, then just drop your weapons and walk away.
Okay. Initiative. Sorry, not that. Intimidation, please.
Yeah, you know that. Don't expect much, guys. This is not a thing.
No, that was very good.
But it's not a thing he does. So
Right.
we're on straight roll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's.
I'm very happy for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's also because of what you said. It's a team effort.
Yeah. That works out. Team effort.
We did it together.
I aided you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you can see a couple of them take pause. They do not immediately make a attempt to run. But you can definitely see like the gears turning in their heads.
Okay. I'm going to move with my. So that's one action. With my second action, I'm just gonna move here to be in a different position, and then with my last action, here I forgot. Like, is there a I'm sorry, GM, a defensive action?
Are you wielding a shield?
No, is there any? I don't know if there's anything else. I guess I'm right
No,
by the
not
big
if,
stumpy thing. I don't know if there's anything I can do with that.
not necessarily. You could technically take cover, but like,
No, that's fine. So I'm going to just then, like I said, I'll move over for a better position, but I'm not going to attack. Yeah, I'm not going to attack until see what they do first. So I
okay.
will.
Well, if you wanted to take cover, you could use an action to take cover behind the stump, but that's about
I'm
it.
going to stay there. I think that would be what he would do. Ready
Okay.
for them if they come in charge, and he'll be in the thick of things.
All right.
So that's the end of my turn.
Then it turns into Cressel's turn.
Oh,
Oh.
A 21 and a 22 against your AC.
How'd it get
Yeah.
higher every
Misha.
time?
yeah, they both hit.
Yeah, so you will take 5 damage both times. Yeah, none of those are going to be a critical. Hopefully. There you go. All right, that was her turn. Xandri.
I will risk it and take a step forward And as I do, my tail like kind of scoops a bit of earth as I go, coats its end in rock, and slams forward as a sharp point. Fuck. And missed, apparently.
Ah.
Do you still have a hero point?
Nope. If I
No.
use it for... I only hit the one.
Okay, well, I will hand out one so you can use it for that.
Huzzah!
Yay. Rock smash.
Really?
Every time!
Really?
Every time this happens! The same roll, guys!
Twice! The damage and the attack roll were the same.
Just insane.
So I look at Xandri and he looks up at you with pleading eyes, and I'll give you my hero point. Third time's the charm.
Mm.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Please no
We were
10-13. Please
should
no
take the
10-13.
wheel?
He should just get the crit.
Oh, there you go.
Ah,
Worse damage, but that's fine.
it's okay.
It is okay. You do hit.
And that's piercing. If that matters.
All right. What the fuck? Why can I not brain? There we go. There it is.
And stepping 5 foot is one action, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so, but I don't trust the website all the time. Then that's my turn.
Yeah, there is a specifically different thing than just taking a stride action. That is a step for like triggering attack of opportunities and stuff, where you're only moving to one square.
Yeah, which is why I did it, just to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a disengage from 5e terms. All right. Okay. His turn. All right. This guy is gonna step in on Mason. He is gonna try to do him a stabbing.
Stab.
He is gonna fucking get his dagger stuck in part of the stump there. And so you're gonna watch as he lets go of that dagger and draws another dagger, and will take another attack at you, which also misses.
Hashtag not flanked.
Huh?
No, not flanked.
Nope. So this guy seems to be like stepping towards this pathway up here, and as he steps up towards that pathway, he draws his short bow and fires a quick shot at Dura.
There don't like that.
A 21.
It does hit.
You take 2 damage. As he then steps up that way.
Uh-oh.
A coward's blow.
Guy will step forward, and he will try to stab Dura with 20.
That hits.
You will take 4 piercing damage as you are poked with a dagger.
You are not who I want to fight.
And then he throws his dagger over your shoulder and into the river.
You are not the one I want to fight. Leave or die.
It is your turn, Dura.
We'll leave that as a warning. First off, I finished saying that, and Dura unleashes his dragon claws for the second time this campaign.
Yeah.
And his like, I don't imagine this as like his actual physical body morphing into like big claws. I more imagine as like this arcane red energy that like his tattoos and scars glow with for his mystic armor. Just like projecting out from him to create these like magic claws that he has.
I can see that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Just the magic emanating out from him, Naruto Ninetales chakra style, because this is all anime. And he will then, that's one action, he will then run around the backside to flank Kressel, and he's going to pop the potency crystal, which is a free action. So that's going to make his next attack +1 striking, which the only difference between the button I'm about to click and that is that the damage will be different.
Yep.
So this 2-hit will be true. 17? That's not awful.
It does hit.
Yes! Ho, ho, ho! We're doing something cool. The dice are on board, guys. All right. This will be 2d4 slashing. So 5. All right. Well, whatever. That's average, I guess. And followed up by 1d6 fire. There you go. So a total of 10 damage.
Doesn't your
No,
modifier...
it's a total of 14 because your actual melee damage as well, right?
No.
No?
The Draconic Claws are their own strike.
Oh, okay. So it's 10 damage total. Okay.
Yep, 10 damage total. The damage for this strike is 1d4 plus 6. So it is because of the potency crystal giving my attack the striking rune, it's just 2d4 plus 6.
Plus the d6.
What didn't I add?
Well, does it not give you the +3 still?
Does it give plus?
No, wait, maybe? Yeah, ability modifier, your strength.
Oh, did I not have this in properly? Fuck yeah.
I mean, the original one has it.
No, you're right. That'll be +3 strength also, so 13. Oh, you're right. I guess I never added that. No, it is supposed to be plus strength. What the fuck?
It is in the roll that the game made, but the 2d4 you didn't add it.
Oh, you're right, because I only clicked the... I see. All right, yeah, no. It's plus the strength. So, I'm sorry, yeah. Yes, a total of 13 damage.
Okay. So, you manage to, like, basically embed your fist in her stomach. She coughs up a bit of blood and snarls at you. She is still standing, but barely.
Dura is like genuinely happy that didn't kill her. Like he looks her in the face and says, "I was told you'd give me more of a fight." But that is all 3 of my actions, and it's Misha's turn. So Misha, get the kill.
It is Misha's turn.
Will he get the kill?
We'll see. So first, he after taking the couple axe strikes from this woman, he says, "You don't know who you're messing with. These guys are amazing." He does inspire courage.
Hell yeah.
And then as he's saying that, he goes, "But I think your days are numbered." And he throws a needle dart. 14, 15 actually.
A 15 will barely hit.
Ooh.
So she will take 7.
She will die.
Points of piercing.
Yeah.
Maybe I.
And then I just like I told you, and I said teamwork, Dora.
Good
Dora?
job, Misha.
You did it, Misha.
Ooh.
So that ends my turn. Now, just a quick out of game. Someone said there's a disengage. What is the name of that? Is it called disengage?
It's
No,
called
it's
step.
step.
It's called
Yeah,
step. Okay,
You take a single 5-foot step, and that 5-foot step does not trigger reactions.
got it. All right, and that's just an action. Okay, got it.
Yep. All right. Myth
Yes.
is your turn.
Now she's knocked out or dead?
She is dead.
Okay. And what's the state of the two surrounding Mason?
Scared shitless.
They're scared shitless. Okay.
Well, their boss died, so we haven't seen what they do now.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
I'll say that visually, those two look enraged. So that's one way to interpret that.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my warning shot to try and intimidate that one there.
Okay. Intimidation check.
Good stuff.
You definitely see him kind of like jump, and he almost like puts his hand in the air for a second.
I am going to use my second action to do the same towards him. That's not as good.
You're a little too far away from him. He doesn't seem as affected.
Totally fair.
That 5 feet really gets you.
I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to give my allies the chance to convince them. I'll let Mason and the others go next.
That guy climbs down from the tower and basically makes a beeline south. Mason.
And then he's engaging in the fight because they attacked him. I truly wish you gave up in this fight. And he will attack this one using exacting strike.
Okay.
So what that does is so that way my second strike does not have an attack penalty against it.
And you get +1 to everything.
Yep.
There we go. All right.
Yo,
Jesus fucking
that man's
Christ.
dead.
That man is very dead.
Bye-bye.
You can
Yeah.
split him in half vertically.
Elite.
So, have you guys ever seen a longsword strike where the person brings their blade upwards in a diagonal and then turns the blade around really quick to hit the second half in the air before it hits the ground?
Oh yeah.
That's what Mason just did to this guy. So he cuts him in half, going from like his left kidney up to his right torso. And then in one really swift swing of his blade, brings the back half of his blade down through the guy's head. And effectively decapitating his torso midair with the false edge.
You hear an under breath from Misha, just holy shit.
and then with the momentum, he swings the sword at his second action, swinging the sword at the other one next to him.
Okay. You do hit. He is also dead. You just stab him right through the torso.
This time you hear a under Dura's breath, "Holy shit, that was so fucking cool."
Oh, you took me
no.
off. Oh no!
Oh no! Mason killed himself.
I cut my own head off, and then Dura's like metal.
Metal.
Hold on. I will fix this. I hit
And
the
then
wrong button.
while the GM is fixing it, what his last action is going to be, he's going to try to close the distance with the archer.
You chase after the archer?
This guy.
Oh, the guy
I'm
who
gonna
ran
try
up
to-
the path. Oh, okay.
I'm going to try to run up the path because I can see my guy, but I don't have any control over him yet.
I'll be
But
honest, he
GM
was so high up
understand.
there, I forgot that he existed. I thought he was off map and gone.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
is he
hoping
off
he was
map and
running
gone,
away.
or is he still there?
No,
Yeah, but-
he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, no, I didn't see him on my screen and just thought he was gone. That's what I mean.
And I will close the distance to be right, right up to him. Try not to let him get away.
Okay. Xandri.
Are you close enough? Yes, he is. I'll shoot a lightning bolt at him. Horribly. And then shoot a smaller one. Somehow better.
Lightning do be like that.
Oh, there's trees and shit in the way. That's
Yeah,
fine.
you do unfortunately miss both of those.
I did it. Next.
Yep. Next, it is that bandit's turn. Now, he is gonna turn and try to make a break for it down the path. Mason, that does grant you an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
If you have that ability.
Oh,
Which I think you do.
Yep.
You're a
Yes.
fighter, it's a base feat.
You should.
Yep, I have it. So I will try to run away, and I'm like, if he was giving up or asking for surrender, then that'd be one thing. But if he gets away and reveals our plans, we're sunk. So he takes a swing.
You definitely hit. That is that still +1, Misha?
Yes, it still comes back to me. My turn.
Okay.
And then it ends then.
So in that case, then it is a critical, and he is dead.
No.
I'm just picturing that moment where like he goes to turn to run, and as he goes to turn to run, you like javelin throw your longsword into his back, and then grab the handle and pull it out.
They all see me come like walking like while he ran after. I just like walk by him and snag the sword, and I just like say like we couldn't. I kind of like apologize for just like the way the battle went, but we couldn't have him run away.
What about the other one?
Which other one?
The one that is running south.
He's dead.
He's not dead.
No, he's
No,
not.
there's one.
No,
There's
there
one
was
that's
one on
further
the
south.
tower.
Oh, that's all new range people. I got the other one.
Did we
got
even
three of
know? Do we even know he was there? If he was on this like little platform, I don't know. Is this a tower or what is this?
Yeah, he never attacked us. We killed his boss, and he got down and started running.
I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
looking at the map the way that the format's laid out, I didn't see him.
I don't think
Give- I would say that Misha and Xandri can give me a perception check to determine if they saw him or not. They would have been the two that would have had the opportunity.
Oh,
absolutely not.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we got
so
him off.
nobody saw him. So yeah, as far as you guys are aware, you're out of combat.
Perfect.
Yeah, shit. All right.
Very good.
You're all level 3. Okay.
Woo!
Fuck.
So I have a real quick game question. You mentioned that attacks of opportunity are feat based, so it's not like
Yes.
a general thing that everyone gets.
No.
It's a
No,
specific.
not
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
Fighters
Got it.
specialize in it, and that's why not all creatures have it anymore.
Okay. Got it.
Fighters
Good to know.
specialize it. Basically, if you're a fighter, you're almost guaranteed to have access to it. I think that other classes get a variant of it sometimes, or get access to it at higher levels. Like barbarians get attack of opportunity at level 6. Champions probably also get
Swashbuckler
it.
gets riposte.
Yeah, so there are things that aren't called attack of opportunity that you can also get that are effectively attack of opportunity depending on what your class is. You're, to the best of my knowledge, a bard. I don't think you'll ever get attack of opportunity unless you spec into unless you archetype into something that could give it to you.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's okay.
So Dura snaps his claws together and to snap your fingers, but the magic energy of the claws dissipates, and the nearby cooking fire ignites into a full roar.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
And then
It's
Mason,
not animated, but I could do something with that.
Cool.
and then Mason, while he's coming down, he will tell everyone, like, don't relax yet. Fan out. We got to make sure there's no one else around. We can't have word getting back to what we're doing here. And he'll try to do a general search if there's any more movement.
At this point, you can give me a survival check.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's no one in the clearing anymore, but you could give me a survival check.
Dura sort of responds to you while you're doing that, because I think Dura disagrees, but that's okay. He says, I do not know. Would it be such a bad thing for the Stag Lord to know we are coming for him? Perhaps he will come to us and make our job much easier.
I mean, that's one way of thinking it, but he also might, if he gets word too fast, Oleg may be the one to get punished for our mistakes.
One single, our affiliation with Oleg. Affiliation's too big of a word.
Friendship? Would he consider him a friend?
How would
already?
anyone know that we just showed up and are friends with Oleg?
Well, no, I understand. I don't like loose ends if we can get rid of them now.
If you find someone, I will fight them. But I think this silly.
All right. So, I'm guessing while this is all going on too, you guys are going to loot things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask what is on. Yeah, whoever the woman was, I guess it was a woman that slashed me up a bit.
Wrestle.
Yep. I'm writing down her loot right now. Hold on.
And did you say we're level 3?
You are now indeed level 3.
Now, how does that work in the middle of the game? Like, does that you wait till after the session's over, or is it like right in effect now? Everything.
You guys, I mean, combat should be minimal from here until the end of the session. So at the end of session, basically fill out your level 3 character sheet.
Okay.
But you have unlocked it. The little thing pops up on your TV screen that says level up. Press triangle to select skills.
What?
Yeah, video game logic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scanning the sheet for a level up button or something.
Not
No, all manual.
Yep. Unless you think this is Foundry.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have that yet. I should probably look into it. I don't know. We'll see. I really wanna give Roll20 the benefit of the doubt.
You're
I've
good.
already invested so much money.
I
mean,
understand. I respect
I
that.
think
I'll
they're
give you-
supposed to be improving this character sheet. I thought I read something about that recently.
I'll
Yeah,
bribe
they're
you $10.
They're supposed to give you better drag and drop compatibility for building character sheets and stuff like that. So this is specifically just Krussel's loot.
Speak of the devil that is material type. Those hatchets are very good, especially since we just learned that there's a lot of Fae in the area.
Oh.
Oh, did we ever divvy up the gold last time?
No, not yet. It's still kind of sitting in the loot chat.
Alright, we'll worry about that immediately after this then.
Okay.
I'll copy that over to the loot table.
Feel free to talk over their corpses while I type.
I have.
Yeah, and just your point of reference, Misha, who is a little banged up, if anybody's watching him, you can see like where he got hit. Kind of puts his hand on his wound and he mumbles something, but you can't see what he says. And I cast Soothe on myself. And I'm gonna heal I'm gonna get 6 points of health back.
Nice.
Yeah. Because I don't know how you guys do healing potions and things like that. Like I don't have any of that.
We have them, but
Right.
like unless we get them or if Oleg is gonna stock them or something like that. We gotta loot them. I think in this campaign, Kat has been making them.
She has been.
So yeah, it's not a bad idea to use Soothe. I sneezed. Sorry, guys. They were stronger, but they were still not a great match.
Well, I think most of them were just common people that joined up. I think the only real fighter amongst them was the woman you fought.
I think that perhaps the Stag Lord will be a similar case then. He continues to surround himself with just normal people who fear him. He may be the only real threat.
It could be. Truly could be. But now we can try to gather up like I said, the alcohol and make our way to the Stag Lord.
They have donkeys. I copied that all over to the loot chat tab.
That is basically in their stash, which is like a little wooden box next to the fire.
Cool. What time of day is it now? We traveled quite a while. Is it like getting late?
Yeah, you guys are getting to the point where the sun is just starting to go down.
I think there is no good purpose then in leaving this perfectly good camp. Yes?
I think that would probably be a wise idea.
Yeah.
We can rest ourselves.
If you guys wish to set up camp in this area, it will take 1 hour instead of 2 to set up your camp.
Cool. The work is already done.
And is that our decision? That's what we're doing?
I'm willing to move on if the rest of you are, but I think that some of you may not be able to see in the dark.
If you guys continue to travel, you will also risk exhaustion.
Yeah, and then I agree with Dura. Traveling in the dark, especially when we've just had a fight, could be a lot of trouble.
Navigating the cart through in the dark would also be difficult.
Now you have 2 carts.
Indeed. And mules. So now the horses are not necessarily subject to pulling them.
Okay, so who wants to do the quote-unquote setup camp?
I believe I have the best run for that.
The survival?
Yeah. Here we go. God's help us.
This will end up being 1 higher, technically. If we are level 3.
Yep. 15. So you, believe it or not, are successful. You do manage to set up your camp to the point where you can feel satisfactory that it won't blow over with a strong wind.
Oh, oof. Yeef.
Now, as you are setting up your camp, can the entire party give me a perception check?
Yeah.
Crap.
I think I got this wrong.
Good grouping, everyone. Good grouping.
We all got within similar range.
Okay. So all of you do hear some rustling coming from the tree branches nearby. And out from the tree line steps a singular goblin. Hold on a second. I fucked up. I fucked up, guys. I didn't have my voice modulator open.
Uh-oh.
No.
That's the layer of fucked we are.
No, it's a fine. I got a custom one for this guy.
Oh, Oh boy.
We await with breath.
Nice to meet you.
Right?
I saw you guys beat those bandits. You look like strong warriors. Good opportunity for me to prove heroic acts. May I join you?
Myth just tilts their head in like the, like the dog not sure what they're looking at kind of way.
What's
you
he
know this guy?
Hero god of Lamashtu.
Where are you hiding, little one?
I didn't know. I was waiting for opportunity to attack Bandit Camp. However, you guys got to it before I did. So, hey, but you guys dealt with them really fast. So I figured you guys, look pretty strong, and hero gods need to travel with like-minded, strong, and powerful heroes. So I was wondering if you guys, had room for one more?
Misha, you know him?
That's racist.
He misses his family. What do you mean? He is missing his family. What do you mean? It's another goblin in the woods. What are the odds?
Dura, we didn't ask if you knew Ragangar when we met them.
But I did know Ragangar. or he knew me. I don't remember. We had reason to believe there were other goblins in these woods that Misha was looking for. I thought maybe we got lucky.
Are we sure Misha's even a goblin?
No, hold up. Dura, I'm giving you a hero point for that. That was
Am I the only one who pays attention to each other?
Holy shit.
Oh, my sides!
Misha, are you even a goblin?
Yeah, Misha just gets up and walks and kind of just looks at Dura and just kind of shakes his head and just keeps walking
Sure,
and
we'll
just
remember this.
and asks in Goblin. He just asks him what his name is or their name is.
That did not translate very well through the sound filter. You made a
Yeah.
noise, but we didn't know what word that was.
Knock, knock.
Knock knock.
Who is there?
Yes. Me, the next hero god of Lamashtu.
GM, what is knock knock wearing?
Okay. Knock Knock appears to be wearing leather armor. He does happen to have like a handful of grenades and potions and stuff like all around him. You also like he's not doing any kind of effort to try to hide it. You do definitely notice a pair of thieves' tools on him. As well as a couple of very sharp-looking daggers.
I guess looking him up and down. Knock knock. So what is your specialty?
Well, I'm really good at dealing with traps and explosives and finding the weak points to be able to between people's ribs. You know what I mean?
I do. You want to come with us to help us because we've proven that we're strong.
Yes.
And then turning around to face everyone. having a smaller individual that knows their way around traps, locked doors, wouldn't be a bad thing.
Well, I'm
That's only if
certainly
everyone.
not going to say no in this moment. I say we let them give us a show in the coming days and see what they can do.
Do none of you know of Lamashtu?
I cannot say that I'm the religious type.
Nor am I, so educate us.
Lamashtu is a common god to be worshipped by orcs. Generally the ones that you would find in conflict with heroes. Lamashtu is a chaotic, evil god. Goddess, technically. She is the mother of monsters. I think our...
The other hero gods were worshippers of Lamashtu. I'm just looking to perform heroic deeds, and hopefully she will take notice and make me a hero god as well. Now,
There we go. Okay. So, Dura, do you have training in religion?
I don't, but it's one of like the core rulebook like things that orcs should know about, like Lamashtu. I think it's Lamashtu, Gorum, and Rovagug are like the three main orc religions.
Okay.
So like that's
that's
all I pulled that from.
Yeah, no. So just give me, in that case, give me a perception check as a sort of sense motive for him.
Sure. Yeah, Dura doesn't trust him just off of Lamashtu.
Yeah, I was going to ask,
Which is fair.
Is there like an insight or check
it would
or
just
anything
be
you can do?
it would just be like a perception check if you wanted to try to. You would also probably know a little bit about that.
I'm going to use that newfound hero point on that.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
And one thing, if anybody's looking at Knock Knock and looking at Misha, even though you pretty sure I'm a goblin, I'm not like that one. That one's got very crude features. You could see my features aren't as hard edged, and I definitely don't have the ears that are typical to goblin, as far as you can tell. So like my facial structure is not as pronounced. I got the pointy teeth and the red beady eyes, but it's not like.
I'm sorry. Was it your
this.
intention that you, like Misha's hair, like what race they are, is like hidden from us? Because I didn't realize that.
No, it's not. It's just that you pretty sure I'm a goblin, but I'm not like pronounced and as hard edge as this one.
Gotcha.
They're all
Look
typically
like this
the
wild
same.
motherfucker.
Sorry, it
Yes,
just dawned on me
exactly.
that
I'm not
like you
that's
have never
like
called yourself a goblin,
I'm
and I wasn't
fancy.
sure if that was supposed to be a secret. And I was just role playing.
no, it's not a secret. I'm not feral,
Gotcha.
I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
More of a refined goblin.
So, Dura, you get the general sense that he believes what he's saying about being a hero. Like, he genuinely believes that if he is heroic enough, he will become a god.
So, no one introduced him to any Kuotoa. And what in your worship of Lamashtu would you consider a hero?
Well, someone who is strong and fights bad guys and defends the weak.
Maybe his morals are not corrupted. I care not.
That's what heroes do, right? They defend people, they fight, and they beat up the bad guys.
That indeed they do.
Why else would they be called hero gods if they weren't heroic?
He keeps using this phrase hero god. Do I have any kind of insight to what he means by that?
You could roll a society to find out.
Do you want me to be trained in that?
You would, yeah.
Nope.
It's not something orcs would know, I don't
Sure,
think.
sure, yeah.
It's a goblin-specific thing.
You keep saying hero god. What is this?
Yes, there are 3 goblins so far that have been announced and regarded by the goblin race as hero gods. They are the strongest and most noble of our people. They are treated as deities among men, similar to those heroes that succeed at the Starstone trials.
Dura just kind of like takes that for an answer and is happy with it. He doesn't have a comment beyond that, though.
I realized I wasn't using the voice. So does this mean I'm in?
I fear you will find yourself with boredom hanging around us. We are effective.
Well, that just means you're very efficient heroes.
He has a point.
I care not. The decision is
You
to
can
you.
tell. You
guys can tell that Lindsay is having a ball in the background and just scribbling furiously.
Well, Sandry, Mason, Misha.
I'm fine with it because if he proves himself, I think his skills can help us out a lot.
I have no issue keeping an eye on him.
Amiri, Octavia, Ragongar, Lindsay, Valerie, any opinions?
I don't trust him.
Ragongar will just say out loud, "If he becomes a nuisance, I will squish him."
Well, Misha, why do you not trust him then? Is it because of his chosen worship?
That's evil, that guy.
And yet his choice of designation for what he wishes to do with himself is not. We should at least give him the opportunity to prove himself. If not to us, then to himself.
We're not all alike.
Let's set off and travel and give this one a chance. But we have to reconnect with the others. Find this alcohol. And if there's anything else that's useful here, and then start making our way to the keep.
Well, the six large barrels you guys found were the alcohol that you were looking for.
So we're pretty much ready where we can rest, and then I guess start.
Right. So basically, my next question was going to be: is Lindsay doing cooking again?
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Is that NPCs? Yeah, I can't see any of their names if they have their names turned on. Just
Lindsay does not for some reason. Just Lindsay.
Well, and the bandits that have joined up with us.
Yeah.
And Knock Knock.
Yeah, Knock Knock doesn't have a nameplate yet. I haven't set that up yet.
Paul.
It's Paul.
You really missed your opportunity to name like Three Stooges names, or you could have went with Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah.
Did all the Stooges, Shemp and Joe, and
Yeah.
No, unlike all of you people, I'm original.
Yeah, we got Haps from the book, Ruben, and Paul.
But Ruben doesn't have a nameplate, and that's the important part.
He doesn't?
He's just trying to figure out how to give him a sandwich emoji as his nameplate. That's all that is.
And Paul
Yeah.
is too cool to have a capital P. He couldn't
Yeah,
afford one.
lowercase Paul.
Lowercase. Alright, listen, you little shit.
He's a peasant. How would he know?
Oh, okay. There you go.
All I
All
know
right, so
is that
Lindsay is having a hell of a time making dinner, it seems. Does anybody want to try to help this scenario real quick?
there are enough NPCs.
How does
I
one
have
help?
already taken my action for this.
I can
I
help.
can,
No,
so
But, like,
my
that's survival.
question is, who wants to give the fucking NPC a hero point is basically where I'm coming from.
Do any of
you
us
have
have
any?
one?
I gave mine away.
Yeah.
and I use mine.
I've given out 2 so far. Has
I've
everyone used
used-
them all already?
Yes.
Yeah, I gave mine to
Oh.
Sandry. Mason used his.
Sounds like we eat like shit tonight.
Look, these bandits
Yeah.
camp sucks.
Does-
It's their
does-
fault.
Yeah, it's
Can,
alright.
can anyone in chat? Can any?
All right. Okay.
Is that
allowed
a
to be bad.
survive? Is that like a survival check, or what is she rolling?
She's rolling cooking lore. You can roll survival to
okay.
help, but she is rolling cooking lore.
Is crafting? Can you like crafting cooking also?
No.
Okay.
Although, if you have seasoned, yes.
Right. That's what was making me think that you might also be able to use crafting.
Yes.
Yeah,
if
no,
you've rolled yourself
specifically-
enough spices.
Specifically for the recipes in the book, you need to either be trained in cooking lore or survival.
Okay.
Those are the only 2 things you can roll. Right. Well, the meal isn't terrible. It just isn't good enough to give you guys any benefits.
It's food.
Yeah.
It's edible.
Full bellies is enough of a reward.
Dura is just as happy to eat it as any other meal. It does not matter. You think he's
Well,
tasting
Lin-
it?
Do you think he tastes food?
Lindsay just seems a little disappointed in herself, and she's like, "I'm sorry, guys, I couldn't find my herbs."
That's all right.
It's still quite
Something
good.
is better than nothing.
It's warm. It's gonna fill our bellies. Thank you very much.
Oh,
I didn't
no
notice
problem.
the difference. This was great.
But the way you inhale food, I'm not surprised.
I do not wish to hide the camp tonight. If somebody wants to do that instead, you may. Otherwise, it is not happening. I wish to explore our new surroundings.
Well, if nobody else will do it, I will. Knock, knock kind of raises his hand.
Sounds like it's you, new guy.
Okay. Give me a second to pull up his character sheet. Yeah, he does manage to hide the camp to a somewhat satisfactory standard.
Ooh.
I think Mason will continue the watch. I think that's worked out
Watch.
pretty well. Yeah.
All right,
Set up
give me a
watch.
perception check.
Nice.
Nice indeed. All right. So if you guys are attacked during camp time, you will have a +1 on your perceptions and initiative checks.
Dura wants to explore this area. Like, people have been camping here. Like, they clearly have a structure set up that it like was super easy for us to just set up. Like, we found a bunch of stuff. Like, we found the booze and all that, but like maybe they have some hidden treasures, or maybe there's more around here.
Okay. You can give me a perception check.
And if nothing else, then just he's searching around. Yeah, searching around.
Yeah, you definitely are. You're not. Nothing's really standing out to you.
He's having a good time. I think that was all of camping activities, right? Unless there's somebody who wants to do crafting or anything like that, or a downtime thing.
There's also if anybody wants to tell a campfire story.
Oh yeah.
Or foraging.
Go hunting.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, you could. There's you can attempt. Nope, you have to be trained. Never mind. Nobody's trained in that.
Maybe Amiri would be interested in going hunting. As he hasn't been to kill anything in a while.
Amiri could go hunting. Amiri could also offer up a service for anyone who wishes to take advantage of it. Hold on, let me pull it up. She has the ability to improve weapons.
Really?
Don't want to pass up this opportunity to get serviced by Amiri.
So, for anybody who, actually, this is something that everyone can give her their weapons to do, if you wish.
She can't have mine. They're attached at my wrists.
Same.
She can actually technically use you do things to your fist wraps.
Oh, she could do things to me, yeah.
But anyway.
Sorry.
So for those of you that have weapons, that wish to have them improved, you give them to her. You can each give her one melee weapon. It has to be a melee weapon. And that melee weapon will gain a +1 circumstance bonus to all damage rolls during the next encounter it is used in. The bonus does expire either at the end of that encounter or after 24 hours, whichever comes first.
Sure, I would definitely let her work on the weapon, on my greatsword.
Okay. So just keep in mind that for the next 24 hours, your greatsword will do an extra damage.
Will you remember that?
That is the thing.
I forget them all.
Notes.
Valerie will also offer up a service for those who wish, where she can enhance armor in much the same way.
Definitely also get that servicing from her.
Oh yeah, I bet. Let me look exactly what that does. Okay, so for those who give their armor to Valerie, they gain temporary hit points equal to half their level for the next for either same thing. It's either ends at the end of the first encounter or 24 hours, whichever comes first.
Yeah, I'll definitely be doing that. Let me just make a note.
That'll be half your level rounded up, so it'll be 2, not 1.
Okay.
Does Explorer's clothes count as armor here?
In this instance,
Like, my gut says no. If I was you.
It's not enchanted yet.
Right, it's not armor, it's not enchanted yet. Like, it's got nothing going for it except it's a shirt. Effectively. Like, or in my case, it's like furs and stuff. It's what you see on the box.
yeah, it just says armor, so I would imagine no.
Okay, yeah, I'm perfectly okay with not taking that.
It's basically what she really does is she oils it and maintains it, removes any unnecessary dents, sharpens your edges, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Replaces rivets.
Ready for all of them.
Yeah, Ragongar will do his thing. He'll wander around. You see him putting up scary-looking totems around the camp. The fuck does Octavia do? Hold on.
Things.
Ah, okay.
She flirts.
You
I think
can-
that's what she does.
no.
She just...
No, so you can actually see as she walks around the camp, and as she walks around the camp, she basically draws little sigils on the ground. And when she's finished making 5 of the sigils in a circle around the camp, you can see as a line darts between them, and it basically makes a pentagram around the camp as a magical barrier. She like lifts her staff, taps it down once, they pulse with magic, and then disappear. And then you see her turn over to Ragongar and go, "Alarms are set," before walking back over to where he is sitting down.
Right then.
Yeah, sounds like we've got a lot going on now.
And I will use my downtime action to create another silver tripod and affix it to Myth's arquebus. And I will make an owlbear claw talisman for Mason's sword.
What's it do?
Free action envision. Whenever you critically succeed an attack, your weapon gets its critical specialization.
Even
Unless
if
you
you're
can
not
already do
expecting
that,
it's
then
very
I'll
good.
give it to someone else.
Wait. So it lets me use my specialization, my critical specialization.
Mhm.
For like, what's the trigger to it?
you critically succeed in an attack roll.
Oh, okay, I get you. Okay, cool. What's it called again? Owlbear's.
Claw.
Okay. Thank you.
And that will last until you use it or our next sleep.
Nice. All right, got that saved in my notes.
So, is there a downtime activity like just to rest? Like, how does hit point recovery work?
So you get your full 8 hours of sleep after you do, like, you take an hour of break during the 9 hours that you guys are camping to do your turn at watch, but you're pretty much sleeping the rest of the camp or relaxing for the rest of the camp, and so your hit points are refreshed to full. There's supposed to be hit points you gather specifically during long rest. I don't do that. I always do to full.
Okay, so that's like the activity you would have to take, and I guess what you're calling downtime activity. It's just a rest if you're hurt.
Well, no,
Or can you do like all these others have these, these things that they're doing? Can they do
Yeah,
those in addition to resting and getting hit point recovery?
right. You can do all. Yeah, it's resting and like crafting, as long as you're not doing any like extremely strenuous activity like fighting or hiking, you're fine.
Okay, so then before, I guess, as everyone's milling about, Misha just starts to limber up, and it's just going to keep in practice. Just starts doing some parkour and acrobatics in the trees and the tower, office things, and then it just goes into his routine. So I would like to do that, like as the tell a story.
Okay, yeah, you can give me the performance check.
And then he's gonna rest. Um,
Okay, you are successful. So everybody will gain a +1 to all camping related checks for the rest of the camping encounter.
and there we go. I should probably did that first, but that's all right.
We learn.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, then I'm sleeping because I got a little banged up in that. So
Yeah,
except for watch, whenever watch is.
Yeah, you'll go and you'll pass out for your little bit. And the rest of the night does pass relatively quietly. Other than knock knock popping out of the woods, nothing else seems to jump out to attack you guys.
Like that.
For the time being.
Then, as the sun, finally descends over the horizon, the moon rises, and everybody gets ready to wind down for the evening for the most part, and do your little watches and get set up. We are going to call the session there.
All right.
Right.
And then we will start next week with waking up in the morning and carrying forth wherever the path shall take us.
And we'll be level 3.
And you will, in fact, be level 3.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! All right then.
All right. So, thanks those for who have watched the stream. We should be on board this Thursday for Curse of Strahd. I know it's been a little crazy.
That is correct.
With scheduling and things. And then this Saturday should also be for the Extinction Curse stream. So keep an eye out and check out Tedster on Wednesday to come watch me, Bonnie, Kat, and Lewis all get murdered. I hope everybody has a great night.
Eating up the whole night.
That said, thank you all and take care.
Yep, and thank you all for being here on my stream. I'm going to close things up myself. really appreciate y'all coming to hang out. Y'all, oh goodness, I've been away, but not that far south. In fact, I think I went north. I don't remember. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I will be live on Thursday again with Curse of Strahd, and I will be live various days this week leading up to that to with other stuff. I want to play Golden Sun. We just got Nintendo Switch Online added Golden Sun. It is my favorite RPG of all time. A lot of nostalgia reasons, but also like it's just a really good game. So I'll be going through and doing a playthrough of both Golden Sun and Golden Sun The Lost Age here on my Twitch, which you can check out. And then hopefully, if everything goes right, I will be uploading that to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/wizardfizzbang. And if you want to check me out anywhere else online, I have a Twitter. Fuck that other thing that they wanted to call. Where I just comment about nerdy stuff, and that is I am at WizardFizzbang on Twitter. So I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a magical time. Bye bye.